Right, as I say in the chat, here we go. We are going with our next scenario in the Edge of the Earth campaign of Arkham Horror, the card game. This is my second run through the campaign. I'm playing Leo Anderson. We've been through Ice and Death Part 1, Part 3 and To the Forbidden Peaks with mixed success. Dr. Amy Kensler was killed in a plane crash. Takada Hirako has been killed through terror, and Elia Ashavak has been killed through being defeated in combat. I have found no supplies during Ice and Death. Yeah. Quick summary of the campaign so far. We didn't believe Dyer's report. Kensler was killed in the plane crash. We camped at the Crystalline Cavern. We barely escaped the ice shelf, but we found another way through the mountains, and we did scout the city outskirts. But now we are in this mirage. So, setup is all done. This is the first time we've been in a mirage, and I didn't go into a mirage at all on my blind playthrough, so this is effectively a blind playthrough. Built the agenda deck. Prison of Memories is in play. Revealed side face up. So we've got a new keyword introduced here, Mirage 1. So the Mirage keyword represents locations that are manifestations of your memories and the memories of your companions. These locations have no unrevealed side and therefore enter play with their revealed side face up. Instead of an unrevealed side, these locations have story cards on their reverse sides. These story cards allow investigators to travel deeper into the strange mirage and unlock new memories in the form of locations or encounter cards. The number indicated by the Mirage keyword represents how many clues are required to flip it over, while the card titles in parentheses indicate what memories might appear as a result. So this says Mirage, 1 clue per investigator, base camp, deck of Theodosia, and university halls. It's got a Shroud of X, which is the current agenda, which is 1. When a location with the Mirage keyword enters play, for each card indicated by its Mirage keyword that is already in play or in the victory display, reduce the location's clue value by its Mirage value. I see. So there are 1, 2, 3 locations listed there as Mirage. It's 3 clues per investigator. If all 3 of those were in the victory display, there would be no clues left here. Note, this is far less likely to occur the first time you play, but much more likely during subsequent playthroughs. The location is cleared of mirages if every card indicated by its Mirage keyword is either in play or in the victory display. A location that is cleared of mirages cannot be flipped over again. Okay, well, that's something new. Here's my chaos bag. We have 3 frost in there at the moment. Managed to get rid of 1, I think, during the interlude. If you're not familiar with the game, sorry. This isn't a teach yourself video. I've got Professor William Dyer as my companion for this scenario. He has 3, I'll use a dice, 3 secrets which we can use as an action to heal 2 horror from either myself or an ally at my location. Right, let's read the agenda first. Ethereal Tangle. You find yourself trapped in an endless prison of distorted light. Each door is another world to discover, another memory to explore. As a player window action, you can take 1 horror, move to the Prison of Memories. And act, Shadow of the Past. In this strange alternate reality, past memories and nightmares come to life. Is this place real, or a figment of your imagination, or perhaps both? Objective, confront your demons to strengthen your resolve. Hint, You may have more than one opportunity to advance this act. Until then, you're trapped. If you're running out of time and are given the chance to advance, consider taking it. And symbol tokens. So the skull is -X, which is victory cards in the story cards in the victory display. Cultist is a -2, lose a clue. Tablet is -3, move to the prisoner memories. And the elder thing is -4. So we want to avoid elder things if we can. Let's draw our opening hand. This is Leo Anderson. I built this deck. I've stolen this deck off the internet, let's clarify that. To play with all of the dogs. So yes. Heavy verse. Sled dog. Overpower. Faustian bargain. Emergency quiche. Well, they can go for later. I think overpower can go for later. And I hope I get maybe another dog or a weapon. Lucky cigarette case. Another dog. Vicious blow. Okay. So as a reaction, after my turn begins, I can play an ally asset, reducing its cost by 1. So I play a sled dog for 2. Second action, I play a sled dog for 3. Got to get me dogs out, haven't I? Third action, let's investigate. So it is agenda 1. My intellect is 3. So it's 3 on 1. Tablet is -3, so that's a fail. If you fail, you must either move to the prisoner memories, well, I'm already there, or take the top card of the Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at it. Well, I'm assuming I've got to do one or the other, and if I am already at prisoner memories, I guess I have to take a Tekalili weakness. Okay, so I haven't even reset my tracker. Done our 3 actions. If we don't get any bonus ones, there are no enemies in play. Ready cards, card, and a resource. And I get a weakness. Revelation, you must either discard an ally asset you control from play or discard each ally asset from your hand. I don't have any ally assets in my hand. We'll have to discard a sled dog. Well, that was a waste of money then, wasn't it? Now I've got my resource. Doom on the agenda, 1 out of 15. And we draw our first encounter card, which is a Miasmic Torment. If you control a partner asset, which I do, exhaust them and attack Miasmatic? Asthmatic? It's Miasmatic Torment. Attached asset cannot ready. So forced, at the end of your turn, attached asset takes a damage or a horror. But as an action, we can do a test to try and get rid of it. That's my little turn end reminder, which sometimes helps. Right. Action 1. Shall we try and get rid of my asthmatic torment? The asthma is terrible. Right, it's a 4. Do a 4 head test. Or do I just commit cigarette case to make it 5 against a 3? 5 against a 3. Yeah, I don't know. Shall I play? No, I can't afford to play the cigarette case, so let's commit it. 5 against a 3. Score is -1, so that's a pass. We've got rid of the asthma. Second action, let's investigate again. 3 on a 1. -2, that's a pass. Not even put the clues out. So we gained a clue. Double check I've got this right then for the mirage. So I've now found 1 clue per investigator, so I can reveal the other side. So it's a case of spending those clues. So we're not finding clues to advance the act, we're finding clues to investigate these memories. I believe that's what we're getting at. So I spend that 1 clue. I've done 2 actions so far, so let's see what we learn at the Prison of Memories. You wander for what seems like hours through the myriad reflections. The further you venture from where you arrived, the more distant reality becomes. There are many paths to take through this hallucination, places you recognise from your memories and others that you do not, taken from the memories of your companions. Copy. As the shape of the mirage changes around you, you consider which prison might be worse, the one that reveals its true deadly nature or the one that hides it. So choose one. We either put the base camp into play, the deck of Theodosia into play, or the university halls into play. Am I allowed to look at them? I mean, the problem is I can see base camp. It's sat there on top of the deck, so I can already see that that's a 4 shroud location. So I think I'm going to... I've got a feeling... Right, who are my dead companions again? Who have I killed so far? I've killed a dog handler, I've killed a professor of biology and an aeroplane mechanic. So I think I'm going to go with university halls on the suspicion that there might be something to do with Amy Kensler there. Three clues per investigator. That I think I might have done that wrong. I think I should have got all 3 of those clues before I flipped it, shouldn't I? The 1 is no, it's the number of that 1 is the number of clues to flip it over. The 3 is to clear it. Got that right? The mirage keyword is locations that manifest of your memories. They have no unrevealed side. The number indicated by the mirage keyword represents how many clues are required to flip it over, so that was correct. Oh, I see, right, so I'm guessing I can flip this card 3 times to get all 3 of those locations out. Right. With it. So I could stay here and investigate further to get base camp and deck of Theodosia out. Or I can move to the university halls and start there. Which gives us 3 more potential locations. Right, I'm going to stay here and try and get a 3rd clue, a 2nd clue even. So 3 on a 1 again. Tablet is -3, that's a fail. If you fail, you must either move to the Prison of Memories or shuffle the top card of the Particularly Weakness into your deck without looking at it. I'm not doing so well here. No one's watching anyway, so it's a good job I'm not doing so well. Okay, that's my 3 actions done. No enemies in play. Ready cards, he can ready this time. Doom, we flip to 2 out of 15 and we draw our second encounter card, which is a horrifying shade. It sits there as aloof, but he is hunter. And while he is a location that is cleared of mirages, it loses aloof. So he's going to follow me around and he will engage with me once I am at a location that the mirages have been cleared. Forced, after you discover or take control of one or more clues at Horrifying Shade's location, place an equal amount of doom on Horrifying Shade. I haven't done my card and a resource, have I? I readied Dyer, but I didn't do the rest of upkeep. Okay. Action 1. I can get the second clue. He says, right, 3 on a 1 again. Skull -1. So we have a second clue, which I will spend to this time put base camp into play. So these are both triangles. So they're both connected to this. In fact, maybe we start with this on the left because it is only connected to triangle locations, and then we can go 1, 2. These are connected to each other. And this location has 3 clues per investigator as well. Okay. So my first action was to try and investigate and I failed, if I remember right. My second investigation, I investigated again. My third, I think I'm going to move. Third location, I'm going to move to the university halls. I did say I wanted to hopefully find out something about Dr. Kensler. Right, hunter enemies move. Well, he's going to follow me anyway, so he's here with me. But he's aloof, so he doesn't attack. Ready cards, card and a resource. I spent that clue to put that other location in play, didn't I? So does it go in? Okay, don't know how you put a card in the victory display. I'm sure all will become clear. Ready cards, card, another sled dog, and a resource. Doom, we go to 3. And we draw another encounter card. Blasphemous Vision. Shuffle the top card of the deck into your deck without looking at it. Then put Blasphemous Visions into your threat area. Resolve the effects of each Tekalili weakness you draw a second time. Sorry, I launched into a bit of Monty Python. I do apologise. Right. So, I think, well, first as my freebie action, I will put my dog into play for 2 instead of 3. Then, my first action, let's investigate. It's 3 and a 2 this time. That's less good, isn't it? Let's test Blasphemous Visions. 4 and a 3. -2. If you fail, place a clue on your location where there aren't any. Action 2. Shall we try again? A 4 and a 3. -2. One last attempt. 4 and a 3. Zero. Passed. Visions goes away. At least then. If I'm gonna draw a Tekalele weakness now, then that was worth it. Onto enemy's move. He's already here. He doesn't attack. Ready cards. Card and a resource. It's overpower. And a resource. Doom. That goes to 4. And next encounter card. It's another horrifying shade. I should have placed a Doom on him when I got that. On the first one, when I got that first clue, shouldn't I? Second clue, should I say? Move my hand over here so I've got a bit more space. I think I'm gonna, let's do my encounter. I'm gonna move back here. Action 1. I'm going to investigate for the third clue here. 3 and a 1. -1. That's a pass. Then I'm going to immediately spend that clue to put the deck of the Theodosia in play. Oh, 1 shroud. Nice. 3 clues. Now, all 3 of those locations are connected, aren't they? So that one is classed as cleared. I don't know what that means. It's just something that's going to be referred to. It's cleared in Mirages, so there's no way I can flip that over again. Right, so that was 2 actions, wasn't it? I moved, I investigated. So for my third action, these are going to be annoying now because in effect, they will move to wherever I am, and if I stay here, they will no longer be aloof, so they will both engage me. So I think for my third action, I move to the deck of the Theodosia, and at least they will move here, but will ignore me. Okay, onto enemy's move. So they come down here, go, hello, hello. We think you might be looking for clues. I'm not quite sure that's what a horrifying shade would sound like. They don't attack because they are aloof, because there are still clues here. Ready cards, card, and a resource. Card evidence. Play after you defeat an enemy, discover a clue at your location. So at the moment I have 2 sled dogs, so at the most I can do, I'll be attacking with 4, 5, 6 and doing 2 damage once. So I'd have to engage a horrifying shade, hit it with both sled dogs, and then punch it as well. So I could get rid of one of them in 3 actions. he says. Famous last words. But shall we do that? I think we do that. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself as usual. Another doom. And we draw another encounter card, Dark Aurora. Test head of 3 for each frost token revealed. Take a horror. If you fail, take 2. So, head of 3, my head is 4. I have nothing I can commit, and I don't have any bonuses. So 4 on a 3, -2. That's a fail. By 2, take 2 horror. I think for now, I'll take the horror. Right, first action, engage Horrifying Shade, number 1. Second action, attack with 2 sled dogs. So that's I'm attacking with a 4, 5, 6 on a 3. Cultist is -2, that's a pass. That's 2 damage. And then second action, I'll do a normal punch. I don't really want to commit. Yeah, I'll commit overpower. So I'm attacking again with a 6. 6 on a 3. And I draw a card if successful. 6 on a 3. Tablet is -3, that's a pass. So that one is killed. I get an extra card for defeating it with overpower, which hilariously gives me an internal injury. And that's my turn done, isn't it? I engaged, I attacked with the dogs, I attacked with my fists. Right, enemies move, they don't. Enemies attack, they don't. Ready cards, the dogs are back. Get a resource. Doom, we're at 6 out of 15. And another Blasphemous Visions. Shuffle the top card of the Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at it. And there's got a successful head test to get rid. Shame I got that evidence this round and not last round. But probably better this time round. Okay. Let's do a rinse and repeat. Action 1. Engage the Horrifying Shade. Action 2. Attack with sled dogs. 6 on a 3, and this one will go wrong. Almost guarantee it. 6 on a 3, -1, 2 damage. Then I will do a normal punch. In fact, I will fast play the Switchblade, and then for my third action, fight 6 on a 3, -2, pass. Another Horrifying Shade is dead, and I will then fast play after you defeat an enemy. Discover a clue at your location. And then I'll do the freebie look at the back. Ellsworth appears in a shimmering mirage light, staring out of the railing of the cold blue ocean. Beautiful, isn't it? He says. Cookie and Claypole appear nearby, carrying several crates of supplies between them. You know what would have been beautiful? Cookie hollers. If maybe you helped out a little bit. Think you might get off your ass for a minute and pitch in, Ellsworth? The explorer nods with a soft sigh and takes the weight from Claypole's hands, nodding aside for him to take a break. Claypole gives him a gentle, knowing smile. So do I follow Cookie's memories? Do I follow Ellsworth's memories? Or do I follow Claypole's memories? Timothy Claypole? No. Right. I don't remember who's who. Cookie's the guy with the gun. Ellsworth is the explorer. And who's Claypole? Avery Claypole is the guide. Let's say Avery Claypole. Standing stones into play. Right, 4 clues per investigator. Blackstone and Dyer's classroom. Neither of those are out. So we need 2 clues to flip that one. We have 2 clues left on the deck of Theodosia. I didn't use an action to investigate. I used evidence, so that forced effect didn't trigger. Right, my turn ends. I take 1 direct damage. There's an action to get rid of blasphemous visions. Right, hunter enemies, there are none. Ready the dogs. Doom, we're now at 7 out of 15, and we draw our encounter card, which is Evanescent Mist. Revelation, attach Evanescent Mist to the nearest location that is not cleared of mirages. Well, with this one, place 2 clues on the attached location. In order to flip the attached location over, investigators at attached location must either spend 2 additional clues as a group or to each take 2 damage. And if it's cleared of mirages, we discard it. So, place 2 additional clues onto this location. I'll just do that 3-1. I said I wanted to find out about what's her face, so I think I'm better off on this next turn going back to the university halls and investigating there. Okay, so action 1, we move to the university halls. They are connected, yes. Action 2, shall I get rid of the internal injury now while I've got 2 actions left? I mean, I've still got plenty of health for now. Oh, the dogs can take a few hits for me. Now let's investigate. 3 on a 2, nothing to boost it by, which is disappointing. 3 on a 2, this is bad news, isn't it? 3 on a 2, frost. So we're now at 2 on a 2. +1, that's a pass. I've got 1 of those clues. And I'll immediately spend it to flip the card. Three figures shimmer into view as they cross one another in the darkened halls. Professor, you hear Dr. Canada's voice acknowledge, and her outline becomes defined. Professor Dyer and his protege appear next. I do hope you'll consider my proposal, she continues. If she truly cared one way or the other, her tone of voice surely does not reveal it. In response, Dyer simply glances at Danforth, who appears to be staring behind her, far, far behind her. Well, in any event, she adjusts her glasses and enters the door labelled with her name. Dyer shakes his head with a sigh, but Danforth is the one who breaks the silence. I think we should go. Choose one. Follow Danforth's memories, follow Kensler's memories, or follow Dyer's memories. Well, I said I was going to follow Kensler, so we are putting the set-aside River Theatre into play. And I need to discard 3 cards from that forced effect there. Riverview Theatre. 4 clues here. Right, so first of all I have to discard. I spent 1 clue, so 1, 2, 3. That's not too bad, I don't think, because I've got my switchblade out. I have lost my cigarette cases now. Okay. So for my third action, let's move to the theatre. Right, no enemies in play. Got end of my turn, take a direct damage. Ready cards, a card, guard dog, and a resource. Doom on the agenda, so we're now at 8 out of 15, and we draw our encounter card, which is a lost researcher. Spawn at any location, empty if able. So every location except the one I'm at is classed as empty. Enters play with Doom in it, and when he is defeated, move each Doom onto its location. So I put him there in the university halls, and he enters play with 1 Doom. So ideally I need to get to him, parlay okay. Action 1. Right, so I need 2 clues to be able to flip the mirage. Let's investigate. 3 on a 1. Plus 1 again. Get one of those clues. Investigate again. 3 on a 1. Tablet is -3. If you fail, you must either move to the prison of memories or shuffle the top card of the Tekalili deck. I'm going to move to the prison because that means I can come back this way and deal with the researcher, and I don't feel like I'm retreading my steps. So that was my second action. I don't have any sort of free move. Play guard dog at the start of my next turn. Draw a card. Lucid dreaming. That will help me find another sled dog. Right, that's my third action. No enemies, well, no hunter enemies in play. No one attacks. Ready card, a card and a resource. I draw the star. Again, a resource. Doom. We go to 9, 10 out of 15. And we draw our encounter card, which is my asthmatic torment again. If you control a partner asset, exhaust it. And attach the miasma. Okay, action 1. We move to the halls. Action 2. We attempt to parley with the lost researcher. Four on a 3. -1, that's a pass. So I get that as a clue. If there's no doom on the lost researcher, discard it. And action 3. We move back to the theatre. I think. I was going to play Play the Guard Dog, wasn't I? Never mind. Action 3, we go to the theatre. We don't have a fourth action. No enemies in play. Ready card, card and a resource. It's Mitch. Now remind me what Mitch does again. He lets me have 2 additional ally slots for non-unique allies. I've already got 3 ally slots and I'm only using 1 of them, so I think he's fine for now. Doom. We're at 10 out of 15 and our encounter card is Abandoned to Madness. Attach the nearest possessed enemy. There are none, so we search the encounter deck and discard pile for a possessed enemy. Okay. There's a Frenzied Explorer. So you have to evade him to take control of his doom. His evade is 2. Well, it becomes a 3, but my evade is terrible, so we're not going to do that one. I think maybe I do another Lost Researcher. Yeah, I'll do another Lost Researcher. Spawning behind me again. I suppose I ought to spawn him at Prison of Memories because there is a good chance I'll end up having to move there anyway. Don't know. I'll spawn him behind me with 1 doom on him. Right. Did I take the damage at the end of my last turn? I've got a feeling I didn't. So now I'm on 3 damage. Like I need to think about getting rid of that internal injury. If I succeed on this investigation, then I might do now. Right, so 3 and a 1. -3, that's a fail. Second action, 3 and a 1. Well, I'm not getting rid of internal injury this turn now. 3 and a 1, -2, that's a pass. I get one of those clues. I am rapidly running out of tokens. I'll use a dice. Get one of that clue. And I will use 2 clues as the freebie to, let's read the back. Thank you for inviting me here, Dr. Sinha. Dr. Kenza says quietly, her outline shimmering into view. She and Dr. Sinha sat next to one another at the almost empty theatre. The lights are dim and the curtain drawn, but the show has not yet begun. Of course, just Marla is fine. Kendler flinches and clears her throat. Then call me Amy. I already do, the physician replies as the screen in front of them kindles to life. Follow Dr. Kendler's memories. We'll put her office into play, or follow Dr. Sinha's memories. Well, it's got to be Kendler, I said all along, didn't I? Dr. Kendler's office. 4 clues. 4 clues, 3 shroud. Pity she's dead, otherwise she would help with that investigation. So I think that was my 3rd action, wasn't it? I did. No, it was my 2nd action. I failed the 1st investigation, succeeded the 2nd. So for my 3rd, let's move. Right, no hunter enemies in play, no enemies to attack, ready, nothing to ready, card and a resource. Lone Wolf, you're a bit late. Doom, we're now at 11, 12 out of 15, we haven't much time left. And our encounter card is Anamnesis. To either take 2 horror or place a Doom on the agenda. I'm going to take 1 horror on each sled dog. Doesn't say direct, so there we go. Okay, action 1. I need 2 clues. I don't have anything to boost it. I do have Mitch, who will boost me by 2. My investigate is 3. This is a shroud of 3. Three out of 3 is pretty poor, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. I've got 3 rounds. So 3 rounds, so I can afford to take 3 direct damage from that, unless an enemy comes up and starts punching me. Lone Wolf will give me money, but I don't need money at the moment. I've used the freebie action, thanks to Leo, to put the guard dog into play for 2 instead of 3. So that is not an action. Then do I think I do an investigate and commit Mitch Brown. So I'm now investigating a 5 on a 3. Zero. That's found one clue. But I now have 2 clues, because have I been... Oh yeah, I got a clue from the lost research, didn't I? So I'm going to do the freebie action to spend 2 to flip the back. Dr. Kensler sits at her desk, struggling to focus on her work. Various papers sit in neat piles all around her. The bookshelf is perfectly ordered, just as you would expect from the professor, but the journal she writes in is uncluttered and unkempt. She runs her hand through her hair, undoing her ponytail. No, 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 she mutters, ripping a piece of paper from the book. You spot a photograph serving as a bookmark, keeping a page shut. She's keeping a page as she shuts the journal angrily. She opens one of her desk drawers and throws the crumpled paper inside, barely noticing the way the drawer bubbles over with miasma and the putrid grey mist emanating from within. If Dr. Kennedy is alive, spawn the set aside a memory of an unrequited love enemy at this location. Flip this card back over. If Dr. Amy Kennedy is crossed out, which she is, move each investigator and enemy at this location to Prison of Memories. Discard each card attached to this location. Add this card to the victory display. We may advance the current act or continue playing. Okay. So I'm guessing whichever of these paths we take, it sort of goes 1, 2, 3, sort the third one out, you get a memory. Given that we're already at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, $12 out of 15, I think we call it quits and finish there, because the chances of me getting another one of those within 3 turns, let me see, I could move to here, I could use the sled dogs to move here in one go, so then my third action would be to get another clue, and then I've probably got the first action of my next turn to get a second clue, which will then reveal this location. Move to it, that would be the third action, and that's another round, and I'm at 14 out of 15. I would then have to do everything at that location. I think it's too tight. I think it's too tight. I think the mistake I made was starting down one path and then changing my mind and doing the other. It's because I was juggling with those enemies, wasn't it? I think I advanced the act. Understanding sets in. Dream though it may be, this place is like a nexus of minds, a place within the miasma where thought is material, where madness is embodied. As you ponder the deeper truths that might have taken shape in this maze of horrors, a door appears just in the periphery of your sight, the same door you once used to trap yourself in this hellish place. Perhaps there are more mysteries to discover here, but for now, you've seen enough. You open the door. Resolution 1. Resolution 1. You tumble through the doorway and onto your sleeping mat, flailing within your tangle of warm blankets. No door shuts behind you. Did you only imagine all of that, or was it all real? Bullet point 1. Is there a difference? Bullet point 2. In the Fatal Mirage section of the campaign log, under Memories Banished, record each story card in the victory display. So that is Dr. Kensler's office. Which of course means next time we play, we reduce 2 clues to say that there's only the infirmary left to be found there. Makes sense. We gain 2 victory points. In the Fatal Mirage section, under Memories Discovered, record each non-otherworld location in play. So memories discovered. University halls, Riverview Theatre, base camp, deck, Theodosia, standing stones. Cross off each location recorded under memories discovered for which the corresponding story card is also under memories banished. So I guess that would be office, should be there, and then crossed out. If there are any other non-story cards in the victory display worth victory X, the investigator earns experience equal to that amount. Well, they're not, so it's 2 XP. In the expedition team, record the amount of damage and horror on each partner. Well, there weren't any. Then proceed to the next scenario of the campaign. So the last scenario I played was to the Forbidden Peaks. So now we proceed to scenario 3, City of the Elder Things. Unfortunately, I've forgotten how to turn pages. I've done it again. City of the Elder Things. Okay, so there are some optional changes, optional paragraphs to read based on who is alive, etc. So we will come back to that later. Well, I don't think that was. I quite enjoyed that actually. I like the sort of choose your own adventure sort of narrative that was going on there. I was lucky with the Tekka Lily weaknesses. I reckon I've got a good fair few in there now. 1, oh look, 2, 3. How on earth did I manage to do that? 4, 5. I've got 5 Tekka Lily weaknesses in there, and I managed to shuffle them all to the bottom somehow. Okay. No, I enjoyed that. I think I'll be a little bit more focused next time. But yeah, I was at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 out of 15. I only had really 3 rounds left to sort of move, or could have double move with the dogs, get a couple of clues because I spent those 2, to then either get the Blackstone or Dyer's Classroom out, and then out of interest, what would I have to have done there? Blackstone, that's a 4 shroud, so that would have been a difficult one. Or Dyer's Classroom, 5 shrouds, so I guess what, oh no, I had Dyer with me, so that would have reduced it by 2, so maybe that should be a plan next time. Don't know if there is a next time. Good stuff. Right, well, I had a viewer, thank you for sticking with me. I will call it a day, and we will try again maybe in a week or 2. Thank you for watching. Bye.